Hello everybody, Slim Kirby here, welcome back to more Let's Play Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Last time we started Part 3, and now we're going to continue with Part 3, Chapter 1. Map commentary!
The Laguz alliance sacks Flaguer with ease and sets off immediately for Mugil. The fortresses of Flaguer and Mugil are both key to the defense of western Benyan, and have figured for many years in the military plans of Gallia, Crimea, and Dain. The fortress of Mugil is well defended by thick walls and countless blades. However, the Laguz alliance knows that if they are to win this war, Mugil must fall. Ike and his companions march on, though thoughts of the medallion and the dark god entombed within fill their hearts with dread.
Chapter 1, Laguz and Bjork. Okay, so now we're going to be discussing the plans for the next battle. So yeah, Soren is trying to win with Skrimir right now. Okay, so he's out of the room, which should make this a lot easier. So yeah, Ranulf is giving us a little lesson about Laguz. Most Laguz are just kind of, you know, they're stubborn, they're arrogant, and they really don't, you know, have the patience to come up with plans whenever they're in a war. They just want to, you know, go out and just attack, attack, attack. Which, obviously, that's not going to work very well against an army like Benyan's. And yeah, that's also a good point. They kind of want Skrimir in this war as the general, because he is supposed to be the next in command. So, you know, it would make sense to have him take the lead. So yeah, Soren's also very uncomfortable around the Lagoos. And as it was kind of revealed in the last game, and I revealed this in my playthrough, so I'm not going to worry about it being a spoiler or anything, but Soren is actually a branded, and he also had a very, very, very hard life as a branded, so he's always been very, very uncomfortable with people and with Lagoos and Bjork alike, so he's kind of in a way, a closed-minded individual, and whenever he does open up, it's usually like insults and stuff like that, except when it comes to Ike. He and Ike have a really, really, really close relationship, I guess you could say. And the MVP from the last battle was Rolf, which makes sense, because I got so many kills with him. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with info conversations. First, we have balance, because balance is key. So yeah, Boyd and Rolf are arguing about what's more important, power or skill. And now Mist is going to come over here and settle the argument. And now Mist is going to be the voice of reason. And say that they're both important, which is logically the right answer. They are both very, very important. And yeah, that kind of actually brings up something that really bothered me the first time I played this game. Between Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, both Ike and Boyd just gained a tremendous amount of muscle mass. And I mean, I can understand that, they've gotten stronger over the last few years, but I don't know, it almost seems like they got a bit too strong, almost. That's just what I think. I think they buffed up, like, way, way too much. Especially Ike. I don't think it's that noticeable with Boyd, but with Ike, definitely. Ike just got, like, tremendously buff. I kind of wish they would have made Ike in this game look more like he does in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Because what he looks like in Brawl is almost kind of an in-between of Path of Radiance and this game. Because he definitely looks older in Brawl than he did in Path of Radiance, but he doesn't look like he has a tremendous amount of muscle. So yeah, that's kind of what I think Ike should have looked like in this game, instead of what he does look like. And excuse me, my voice is getting all weird again. Okay, so that conversation went on a bit too long. Next, let's go to Kitten Smitten. Okay, so this Lagoose is actually named Lear. Lear is actually Leaf's little sister. And this is Kaiza, another Lagoose. of the Laguz Alliance. These two characters are honestly, like, the most pointless characters in the entire game. There's just, like, no reason for them to be here at all. Oh, Gotri, you would. So yeah, apparently Gotri is a bit of a ladies' man. And when I say ladies, I mean all ladies. Okay, that's a pretty funny line. Okay, and the last info conversation. Again, I'm sorry these are taking so long. You know, I have to admit, I mean, this is kind of jumping ahead a little bit. Maybe not too much, but even when you go back to Path of Radiance, I'm surprised that Ike and Mia have never really had, like, a support relationship or anything like that. Because that's one of the things I first thought about when I first played Path of Radiance. Like, it seemed like Ike and Mia would have actually made, like, a good couple or something, but nope, I guess Ike is too important for anything like that. Because they kind of had him paired with Alencia in the last game, but then that kind of changed, and now he's actually paired with someone else, but I'll talk about that later. It's kind of a weird thing. But anyway, because Mia is challenging Ike to a duel, we're going to have Rice right here to heal us if something happens to either of us. Okay, well that's all the conversations. Can't do any supports yet, and we can't buy anything yet, so we're still stuck with our weapons, which is fine. First though, let me trade a few things. I can actually give, wait, not Gotri, what am I doing? I meant to do, no, not Oscar either. Boyd, there we go, okay. Yeah, Boyd can actually use crossbows because he's a warrior, so keep that in mind. I'll go ahead and give that to him because it doesn't make really much sense to give items like that to archers because they have their own line of bows they can use. Plus, there is no crossbow item level, so you know, it's more of really just an item you can use. It's not really like a weapon. But it does do damage and it does have its pluses. Although I don't really use crossbows much at all, but I did give it to Boyd just in case. Because as you can see, like, well, actually it does do more damage than some of these, so might not be completely useless, but still. Okay, and was there something else that one of you guys had that I have to give over? Doesn't look like it, so actually let me do this. Where is, okay, you. I want you to give the killer bow to Rolf. Just because, Rolf needs a killer weapon. Probably doesn't need it, but it would be nice for him to have it. And I could give some axes to Boyd, but I'll keep them on Titania. And, yeah, I think I'm actually ready, so let's go ahead and save. And let us start this next chapter. Which is actually kind of an annoying chapter, in my own honest opinion. But yeah, now we're kind of putting Soren's plan into action. But yeah, we're basically going to use these disguises to hand out food to the enemy soldiers, and while they're away eating, we'll make our move and attack, so... That Soren is quite the tactical genius, if I say so myself. Okay, so here we go with this chapter. This chapter really isn't that hard, but it can be difficult just because of the fog and, you know, not really knowing what's going to be coming out in front of you, so just be very careful and you should be okay. What I like to do here is I like to put Gotri, Titania, and Shinon down here, and then I use the rest of my units to go up here. And I also halt these two units. You do get Leith and Lyre for this chapter, but you don't have to worry about actually, like, using them. Like, I just normally just halt them right here, and then let them deal with enemies if they come over here. So yeah, I don't really use them. It doesn't matter if they die or not, you still get them in the future regardless. So yeah, they're pretty much pointless in my own honest opinion, so you can just kind of bench them in your own little way. But yeah, let's get started, because we have a lot of enemies in front of us, and we need to figure out how to handle them. It'd be nice if I could actually double attack some of you guys. Actually, I can do this. I can get rid of you, first of all. I don't necessarily have, like, the most perfect way of doing this chapter. I kind of just, you know, try to come up with something. If it works, good. If it doesn't, oh well. Oh, I guess I could use Soren and Rice right here. That would work. Actually, that might have actually been a bad move, because I don't think Rice can... Yeah, you can't quite kill him. Oh well, I can use Rolf, too. I'm not limited in soldiers, that's for sure. Oh, and Rice actually leveled up, too. Oh, I actually could have used bonus experience. I didn't think about that. Oh well, I'll have a lot next turn, or next chapter. And I believe we'll also get a few units from part 2 in the next chapter as well. So we can use a lot of that stuff on the units I get back, which is nice. That way, you know, I can actually distribute it better in the way I see fit. Okay. Now we're going to make a little wall right here. Actually, let me do this. Short spear, then we'll move right in front of you. And then Mia will just be right here, I guess. Actually, are there any, Oh shoot, I didn't think about the Killing Edge guy right here. This could be bad. I don't know. 24... I mean, I don't think anybody will die from it, but it's still, like, not a... It's still not something I'd love to get hit by, that's for sure. Oh, well, I think I should be fine. It shouldn't be a... And, what else do we have? Okay, I think I'm good up here, so... I'm actually going to have a little fun with this and get a kill with Mist. Just to show you guys that she can attack. Although I already mentioned that the other day anyway. But now we're going to... Let's see, I guess I could put you right here. Actually, that was kind of stupid. I probably shouldn't have... Probably should have blocked the door, but I don't think they'll destroy it or anything. Also, let's halt these guys. And also, I didn't really think about doing this, but, let me turn the animations back on. And then put Shinon down here. There we go. Let's see what happens.